You know, I kind of thought about this for a while, and I heard a recent conversation regarding this. And you hear that? That's me. Anyway, I heard a recent conversation regarding this content from one Monique, and even though there's some things that she talk about I don't personally agree with, to be honest, this is one of the few things that I totally agree with, and I'm going to tell you why. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, now, first thing comes to mind, and why I agree with it. Monique recently did a podcast where she talked about the bonnet culture of today's black women. And when she talks about the bonnet culture, she's referring to black women who go out there, when they instead of them, getting themselves prepared to go out shopping or go to a store or a supermarket or go to a drugstore or go pick up, take the baby to the babysitter before she go to work or something. They come out with their hair not done up, walking around with bonnets and in their pajamas. I've seen it happen myself. And of course, they put her on blast for saying that. And you know what? She's totally right. Here y'all black women talking about we need to be uplifted and motivated and all that. And you go out there at these places of business and looking like shit. But you don't want anybody to talk about it. You just want to do what you want to do. Make sure people just ignore what the hell's going on. And you go about your business and want to be uplifted all at the same time. It's not right. You want to cherry pick whatever the fuck you want to do. Look like old ragged ass bitch. And then nobody's supposed to talk about it. Really? The one thing about Monique I give her credit for, I'm not the huge fan of Monique that I was. I do respect her on some respects and some I don't. But one thing I do respect her on is that she does try to exude class. I'll give her that. I have to give her that. Yeah, she plays some roles or whatever, but that's the roles that she played. That's not who she is when it comes to her business publicly beyond that. But the thing of it is, she knows when to be ladylike. I'll give her that. But a lot of y'all black women wants to be uplifted, but be ghetto at the same time. No, not gonna happen. This is why a lot of y'all are just get dumped on after you get comped on. Excuse my French. It's not the way this show ain't for kids anyway. But I'm just saying, and you wonder why guys don't respect you. You guys show respect for yourself first. I don't get it. But you want somebody, we gotta be uplifted. You gotta lift their spirits up. How anybody supposed to lift your spirits up if you don't start by doing it yourself? That's what I mean by do for self. Do for self is doing yourself some good by trying to instill some self-pride in yourself. You don't need everybody to tell you, it'll be all right. Just put some self-pride in yourself. You need to start doing yourself. You see how people are out here, business-wise, coming out there looking like, $1 million. One thing my dad used to always tell me, man, take some pride in yourself. Go out there and look like you about that money. Groom yourself. No matter what you're doing, even if you're going to the store, even if you're going, you ain't going nowhere. And that's one thing my dad always did. No matter where he went, publicly, he tried to keep himself well-groomed. Now, that's a fact. He always tried to keep himself well-groomed. A lot of guys don't do it either. I mean, I'll say that. I've seen it happen. Pants falling off your ass. you're wearing diamonds or gold in your teeth. You know, it ain't exactly becoming of some of y'all, for real. Now, if you're in the business as a rapper, that's one thing. But if you ain't in the business as a rapper, you just out here perpetrating fraud and trying to profile. That's another whole set, for real. But I'm just saying though, you know, you want white people to take you serious about things, but then y'all don't take yourself serious about anything. You know, and that in itself is the problem. Right up front, you don't take yourself serious about anything. But you want everybody else to though. That's what trips me out. Until you start taking pride in yourself, nobody's gonna give a fuck about you. That's just the bottom line. I know some of y'all don't want to hear it. It's too hard to hear. I can't take that. Y'all supposed to live for us. That's not gonna apply for all of us. It don't matter if it applies for all of you or two of you. It applies to you. And I'm gonna be at a point where if it applies to one, it applies to many. To be honest, because when you're doing that in your community and you're not taking pride, then guess who else is looking up to you? Yeah, that's my sentiment exactly. And until you start doing that, it's not going to happen for you. People want to do, you know, kids going to look up to that and see, oh, it's okay. I was watching this, this is no joke. There was a video about Shula King. Big shout out to Shula King, man. That dude is very talented comedian, and he is extremely observant. And he posted this video. There was a picture in this video of this young woman. I don't know how old she was. She looked young. She probably no more than 20. And she was standing with her looked like a camisole, and she's standing out there in the bedroom, which appeared to be a bedroom, a dirty ass tore up bed, and trash all over the floor of that room. It looked pitiful. But people was like, don't say she nasty, don't say she this, don't say she trashy, don't say she grimy, don't say that. Just say she need help. Well, she does need help. I'm not gonna lie, mentally, because she has no pride. You know? But the thing of it is, you have to be honest. That shit was trashy. She is nasty. It's true. You know? It is a bigger issue. You know? And I totally agree with that. But she was probably raised around that kind of filth. You know? But at some point, you gotta look at how other people are living, and look at why you're living the way you are, and question it all, question everything, like I always say. You know, why some people doing better than you? You should question yourself about why you're not doing as good as they are. Don't be hating on people tomorrow. Hey, you doing better than I am. Well, question about why you're not doing as good as they are. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. You get mad because people are doing better than you, and you're not evaluating yourself about why you're not doing as good as the other person is. And then you're going to try to compare with nothing to compare. They're doing good for the reasons that you're not. Maybe one of the reasons why is because you don't take pride in yourself. You know, you're walking around with your pants hanging off your ass like you're a 2-year-old, but want to be taken seriously as a man. And I've seen women do it too. And you want to be taken seriously as an adult, a young adult. Really? No one can take you seriously if you're not taking yourself seriously. No one can have any respect for you if you don't have no respect for yourself. And I'm being dead ass. You know, you got to have respect for yourself first of all. You know, there was a song by a Staple Singers which I truly love, Respect Yourself. Great song. Y'all should listen to it sometime. It's very truth-telling. Very, very truth-telling. If you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a good hoot about you. That's in the song. You know, a lot of us don't. But you want respect. You want instant gratification through respect. But you don't respect yourself. You don't respect your family. You don't respect your kids. You don't respect your neighborhood. You don't respect your own damn house. And you got nerve to be watching YouTube videos to get entertained, but you ain't learning to try to do self-help videos, which sometimes some of my videos are about that. You know, here I am, 10 years, a little over 10 years later. I only got 200 some odd subs. Now I appreciate the subs, over 230 subs. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm not gonna front, but it does make you wonder why the highest number of videos are based on stupid stuff, and the lowest videos are based on stuff that people should be listening to or watching. No, we don't want nobody tell us what to do in our household. You know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do in your household, but I am trying to tell you why some people are doing better than you. I've been talking about this for years and years and years. And does anybody listen? No, not really. Some of y'all don't listen for shit. Some of y'all wonder why you're doing so horrible out here in these neighborhoods, man. It amazes me. You can't figure it out though. You can't figure it out to save your life though. Literally. I don't know why I'm doing so. Why you doing better? Why they think they're better than me? Why people think some people think they're better than you? Maybe because some of them are. Maybe some are just better than you. Period. You know, bottom line. Maybe some people are just better than you. You know what I mean? And you haven't figured out how to do better for yourself. That's what comes down to. People gotta realize that. You gotta realize that. In order for you to do better, you gotta be better. Come on, dumbass. People can't drive 2 cents out here. But you have to be better. You have to be better in the things that you do. You have to improve on yourself. You know, let me tell you a quick story. When I was younger, I had a very low self-esteem growing up. But I was raised in a family where I wasn't propped up to have a better self-esteem of myself. It took me a while to get out of that. You know, it took me to actually leave home to really find myself, man, and do the things I needed to do to improve on me. A lot of us, we waiting for other people to do it for us. Sometimes you can't wait on that. Sometimes you have to do a self-improvement on you through your own searching. You know, through your own way of self-discovery of you. Stop waiting on, you know, at some point you can't just wait on somebody to do stuff like that for you. When it comes to self-help, you have to take some of that on your own. You have to take that initiative. You know? Stop worrying about why others are doing better than you, and start worrying about what you need to do for yourself so you can do as good as others. You know, all that self-hate, jealousy, and all this stuff, and then you got families who encourage it. It doesn't help. Well, why Ricky doing better than Ray Ray? I don't know. Maybe Ricky took the initiative that Ray Ray didn't. You know, maybe Ray Ray need to look in the mirror and find out why he's not. You know. And improve on himself. There was a video I talked about before, where this young black man had a choice between 2 schools, and I think one was Florida State, and I think the other one was Alabama. I can't remember. And his mother and grandmother had the audacity to have on shirts for the school that he was not even trying to go to. He had on a shirt for the one he was going to. And he chose that school that he wanted to go to, and they actually walked off on live television. And I was like, I looked at him like, y'all ain't about shit. This young man made the decision for himself, not for you. He made it for him. He's the one gonna be out in the field. I don't remember if it was football, basketball, but he's gonna be one out there playing the sports and getting the bumps and the bruises. Not y'all. Y'all gonna reap the benefits because I had him for 9 months. Okay, if you had a kid, you're gonna have him for 9 months, no matter what they do. You know. So he owed me money. That's all about? You shaking down your kids? That's what it comes down to in our black society. You know? Not about doing better to raise your kids, but waiting for your kids to do good, to raise money for you. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I totally agree with that narrative. I don't. Because too many of y'all start out not trying to do shit for yourself, and then you wait for your kids to be born and try to be the next great big, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Sean Taylor, somebody like that. It's crazy. Insane. And even that's a 1 in a million shot. Not everybody gonna play basketball like that, or football, or baseball like that. I remember for years I wanted to go out and play sports when I was a kid. My folks were like, no, you should get your education and blah blah blah. Don't worry about doing all that. Years later, I got my education when I did what I needed to do out here and work and stuff. They're like, I wish I had a football player. So my dad actually said that to me because he supposedly knew a guy, a friend of his, and knew his son was in the NFL. He said, I don't remember the guy. I remember the guy's name, but I don't remember that guy that he was talking about. But anyway, nevertheless, it made me feel some kind of way, man. It's like, so what I did, going back, getting my education, and actually raising my family and owning my second house wasn't good enough. It's not enough to do what I need to do for myself because it wasn't enough to do for you. It was good enough for you. And my mom actually said the same thing. That kind of hurt me though, man. I said, wow. My parents thought even after I did my own thing, went out on my own at 21 and went and got my education, raised my own family, and owned my second house, all of a sudden it ain't good enough. So it was like nothing I ever did was good enough after all these years. Oh, you ain't an NFL player. Not realizing it's a 1 in a million shot any damn way. Not everybody gonna be picked. Only less than 1,000 players from either NFL or NBA or Major League Baseball get picked every year. Really? Out of millions of black men every year. I mean, in general, millions of men in this country play sports. Really? That's ridiculous. So, the mentality got to change in our communities, man. If they don't, man, we're gonna fail. Bottom line. And then you're gonna worry about voting for somebody who ain't gonna give a damn about you anyway. Yeah. The same people you vote for, the same people that never does anything for you anyway. You're at the bottom rung. They passed Biden signed a bill. It's a true story now. Biden signed a bill to protect Asians, but he won't sign one to protect black folks. Yeah. They signed an anti-Asian hate crime bill to protect Asian folks from crimes of hate. Won't do it for black folks though. Really? And yet you vote for people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We gotta do better, folks, man. If we don't, we're gonna fail. Bottom line, I'm out.